Welcome back to Worthington Model Railway. I've been working on a roundhouse. A couple of pictures here. Let's talk more about what I've been up to. So many of you may have seen the posts I put on Facebook over the last week or so as I was working on this roundhouse. Some people are going to be disappointed because I don't really have a play-by-play video on what I did here. I have a lot of photos, and so we'll work through some of the photos, and I'll talk a little bit about what I did as I built this roundhouse. Quite a lot of work, and really just too much for me to have been videoing every single step by step as I did this. Hopefully you'll get enough out of this to see what I was doing and enjoy the video. Thanks. So I took a Peco turntable and I took 4 Metcalfe Single Engine Sheds, and I kind of took the walls of the engine sheds and I extended them. I kind of sort of just threw them together to see how this would work. I took the roofs. The roofs were a little difficult. What was I going to do with them? But as you'll see, as I started to put this together, I realized the roofs were going to be a difficult problem, so I used a flat roof behind the engine shed roofs. As we move along here, you'll see that I ended up with 4 of the engine sheds and a nice flat roof behind with. So having got the building together, the next thing is to put a little bit of landscaping around it. So the first thing that I did was I added some ballast around where the tracks go into the engine sheds and some bushes, and there's a lot of scatter here right now. Obviously going to cover that with static grass once I get it sort of fully integrated into the layout. I mean, it looks a bit like the Martians have been there, but once I get the static grass on that, that will all go. The other things I wanted to do was sort of create some tufts to go around the edges of the walls, and you may remember a video I recently uploaded where I was having problems with this. Well, I used an acetate sheet, and this time the tufts came up perfectly, so we'll see them in a second as I apply them. So I put these tufts along the edges of the walls. I think you can see them in the front there and along the side, and I think they're very effective. You can see some of the weathering I applied. I'm just trying to make this kind of look like as if a roundhouse might have been there. It's a little bit, based upon nothing, but it's also based upon something, and I think the end result is effective and will look good on my layout. Next thing for me to do is get this wired and installed on the layout. I built it as a standalone diorama. It was just easier to do that way, but I think it will be good once I get it on the layout, which I should do in the next few days. As always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Subscriptions and likes really do help with the channel. Subscribe to the top right, another video to the top left.